What if your relentless pursuit of self-discipline is actually sabotaging your emotional growth? Every day you wake up, adhere to a rigid routine, and believe this is the path to success. But beneath that facade, something crucial is slipping away. Many mistake self-discipline for strength, yet that very discipline can act as a barrier, blocking you from genuinely connecting with your emotions. Consider this: you're at work, racing against deadlines, while that nagging feeling in your gut cries out for attention. That's a stress signal, but you dismiss it thinking it's just part of the grind. You're not alone. Countless people confuse discipline with resilience. Ignoring the signs that your emotional well-being is at risk can lead to serious consequences. Think back to a time when you felt overwhelmed. Did you listen to that inner voice urging you to pause, or did you bulldoze through, prioritizing productivity over your mental health? This is where the danger lies. In our obsession with getting things done, we forget to check in with ourselves. Neglecting this can risk not only our emotional understanding but also our true desires. Every time you brush off discomfort, you turn away from a crucial part of yourself. It's like a silent thief, robbing you of the richness of your emotional experience. Here's the harsh truth: each time you ignore those stress signals, you're fortifying a wall around your emotional intelligence. The more you ignore it, the thicker that wall becomes. Now, imagine being at a social event surrounded by people. You smile and engage, but deep down you feel utterly disconnected. Why? Because you're so focused on maintaining that disciplined facade that you've forgotten how to be vulnerable. That disconnection is just awkwardness, it's a warning sign. Your emotions are trying to break through, telling you that self-discipline might be obstructing your ability to form genuine connections. The tension mounts as you realize the more disciplined you are, the less you allow yourself to feel. And the less you feel, the more your relationships are at risk. So, what's the solution? It starts with awareness. The next time you feel that internal push, take a moment to pause and breathe. Ask yourself what's really happening beneath the surface. Balance is key, embracing both discipline and emotional awareness. Accept that discomfort is a signal, not a weakness. As you navigate this journey, remember that true personal growth isn't solely about discipline, it's about accepting all parts of yourself. So the next time you find yourself ignoring those stress signals, take a moment to reflect. There's power in vulnerability, and it might just unlock the emotional intelligence you didn't realize you were missing. You might think you've mastered self-discipline, but what if it's actually holding you back from real emotional growth? Every day, you push yourself, stick to your routines, and feel a sense of pride. Yet, deep down, something feels off. Here's a tough truth: many confuse strict self-discipline with personal growth. What if that very structure is building walls around your true self? You could be checking off tasks and hitting your goals, but are you genuinely connecting with your emotions? Think back to a time when you forced yourself to push through feelings, perhaps after a tough breakup, instead of facing the pain. In that moment, what you truly needed was vulnerability, yet you chose discipline over honesty. This is just about coping, it's about real growth. Prioritizing discipline over emotional awareness means missing out on feelings and limiting your ability to empathize with yourself and others. It's a slippery slope that can lead to isolation and misunderstanding. What happens next? You might find yourself trapped in a cycle of emotional detachment, convincing yourself that feeling deeply is a weakness. But here's the catch: the more you suppress your emotions, the more they control you from the shadows. Imagine you're at a social gathering with friends. Instead of truly engaging, you're mentally ticking off your to-do list. You nod and smile, hiding your true thoughts, all while yearning for a real connection. The irony. Your self-discipline is what's keeping you from that connection. As the tension builds, you start to notice a pattern. The more you strive for perfection, the more disconnected you feel from your true self. You're living life on autopilot, prioritizing achievement over authenticity. It's like being a spectator in your own life, and that's a risky place to be. So what can you do? Start by allowing yourself to feel. Embrace those uncomfortable moments. Instead of running from your emotions, lean into them. Acknowledge the struggle and let it guide your journey. It's not about giving up self-discipline, it's about finding a balance with emotional awareness. Allow yourself to be flawed and imperfect. When you do, you'll discover that your capacity for emotional intelligence grows, enriching your relationships and your life. Reflect on this: can you really grow if you're not fully engaging with your emotions? The answer might surprise you. The next time you feel the urge to push through without feeling, pause and take a breath. True growth begins when you embrace your vulnerability. If this resonates with you, consider sharing your thoughts. Let's start a conversation about the delicate balance between self-discipline and emotional honesty. You might discover you're not alone on this journey. Sure, here's the tightened version of your script. Chunkyao might overlook just how emotionally drained you are. Picture this: a friend shares their struggles, and you nod in understanding, but inside you feel numb. Why? Because you've trained yourself to prioritize discipline over genuine connection, creating a dangerous cycle. This is just about feeling good, it's about growth. If you keep sidelining your feelings to stick to a plan, so what's the solution? It's not about abandoning self-discipline, it's about reshaping it. What if you allowed yourself moments of spontaneity, letting your emotions take the lead? Consider setting aside an hour each week to explore your feelings and sit with discomfort. This is where real growth happens. It's not just about checking off tasks, it's about understanding the landscape of your own heart.